This is probably the shortest story I have probably ever done so far from Akira Toriyama short stories. And when I say by short, I mean it's literally short. And by short, I mean 4 pages. Now, even though this story looks phenomenally amazing, I do want to point that out. The detail-wise on the environment, the character, even the dinosaur looks phenomenal. I will say, though, this story 100% lacks so badly for this story, and I kind of wish there was either like a couple pages more to this story, or even at least show a little bit of some interesting concept to this story within 4 pages. But anyways, the story is called Escape, which is literally about a girl running for pretty much the first full page, walking past this rock, and sure enough, a dinosaur just goes right by it, which kind of scares her a little bit because she thought it was somebody else. Which, at this point, I will say, I literally thought maybe this was going to be like, she's running away from somebody and then saying that she's the last person. Then, sure enough, you see a shadow show up to say, like, we're looking for somebody. I think I hear her right now. Which then, I am expecting this story to be very intriguing. Like, what's going to happen to her if they find her? What is the next step? Which the next thing, this furry creature finds her, and then leads to slightly disappointment that this whole story was literally a hide-and-seek story. Now, maybe I could be a little harsh to this story, or where the case may be, but I feel like the way it was going perfectly uphill, and instead of like having the curve, they just dropped it right down to the ground, just to end it off for people to be like, this is what the story was this whole time, and we fooled you. But even though I'm being a little harsh on this story, like I said, the images are phenomenal. The dinosaur looks fantastic. The detail, the character itself, everything to this story looks good. Out of all these stories so far, even reading Sandland and all that, I have not seen so much shading, detail, you name it, out of Akira Toriyama's work. And this is phenomenal. And I can't believe how amazing this story looks. And I'm not gonna lie, there's a part of me that kind of wants to see more of it like that. Even with the other mangas he has made as well that I've already read, like maybe Sandland and stuff, I would love to just see it in that detail and just see what it would have turned out like if it wasn't as the other mangas. But anyways, I do have to give a rating for this story, which I do have to give it like a 5 out of 10. It's not the greatest story in the world, but it's also not the worst story I've ever read in the world. It kind of feels like they were trying to show something here, like a little imagination in somebody's head, trying to hide from their friends or whatever. And I think that's a really cool concept. That's really intriguing, really awesome, but I think the story could have used maybe another page or two to make it more in-depth to how that character is feeling while playing hide and seek. Because I will say, we've all had that feeling of, you know, we don't want to get captured by our friends when we're hiding, and we want to try to be the last one that doesn't get found. And, you know, it would have been more interesting and more expressive in this story if it was like that. But since it wasn't fully like that and they kind of just jumped straight to the conclusion, that's how I feel that the story wasn't properly done. So I do have to give the story about a 5 out of 10, unfortunately. But like I said, the story looks phenomenal, detail-wise, everything. So, but literally, that's just how I feel about the story. And like I said, there could have been more improvements to the story either way. But still, not a bad story. I'm not going to complain too much about it, but that's pretty much how it was. But anyways, guys, let me know down in the comment section below what are your thoughts, opinions about it. Do you love the details? Do you love the dinosaur? Like, come on, that thing looks amazing. And what do you think of the story? Do you think that it could have used improvement? Do you love the story? Do you just feel like I'm being harsh to this story? You let me know what you think about this story in general in the comments down below. And I will see you all, of course, in the next videos. Peace out, everybody. Have a great day.